Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Vivek, and in this video, I'm going to explain an end-to-end AI project called Delinquency AI Assistant. This project predicts customer delinquency or default risk using machine learning, builds a Power BI dashboard in Microsoft Fabric, and then adds an AI assistant using Streamlit, RAG, Embeddings, FAISS vector search, and the responsible AI check. So the main goal of this project is to show how a financial institution can identify risky customers, understand why is it risky, and what actions can be taken. So this project has two parts where we created a lakehouse, build bronze, silver, and gold tables, train a machine learning model, track metrics with MLflow, and create a Power BI report. Secondly, the AI assistant part where we deploy a Streamlit app that uses RAG over financial policy documents to explain model prediction and recommend actions. So after opening the Microsoft Fabric, I'll go to workspace over here. You can create a new workspace. You will get an option. And after that, you will select a new item. So in the workspace, it will contain all the project items like notebooks, pipelines, uh, a report, Power BI report, semantic model. So it would be for everything for in the new item search. And after that, so let me show you. Yeah. So suppose these were my recently used one. Event stream was for my previous project. So now inside the workspace, I'll click new item, search for Lakehouse. So this Lakehouse is where we store all our raw data, clean data, feature tables, model output tables, and files. So now going to the Lakehouse. So over here, I will be having three dots. You can simply upload the file. So the data set right now I have is a CSV file which I got from Kaggle. This data set contains credit card customer info, repayment history, payment amounts, and whether the customer defaulted next month. So now going back to the workspace. Yeah. So over here we will have all the notebooks. So coming to the bronze level. So in this node it is taking a bit time. Yeah. So in this notebook, I read my CSV file, clean the column names, yeah. Creating a customer ID, save the data as bronze table. Now I usually follow a medallion architecture. So now take a new item again and it would be for the silver layer. So over here, what I will do is I'll read the bronze table and then I will clean the data. So like I fixed invalid columns in fields like education, marriage, and fill the missing numerical values and then prepare the data for feature engineering. Yeah. And now coming to our gold notebook. So I attach the same list for gold layer. I attach the same lake house and I read my silver table and created the model ready features. For example, um, yeah, average repayment status, max repayment status, and missed payment count, etc. So these feature help the model understand repayment behavior, uh, payment delays, and customer risk profile. So the output table is gold delinquency features, which will be used for model training. Now, coming to our fourth notebook. So this notebook trains a machine learning model to predict whether a customer is likely to default. I use the random forest. Um, so the model uses the gold feature table as input. As I already told you, the target column was default next month. So I split the data into train and test sets, calculated the model metrics which were for AOC, precision, recall, F1 score. Yeah, so I also tracked the experiment using MLflow, and after the model was trained, I scored all the customers and created prediction output tables. Yeah, so now I created my fifth notebook by selecting it from items, as I already told you. This notebook exports the fabric output tables into a CSV file. So whatever we got the data, it would be exported to a CSV file. And first I created an export folder, which I can show you. It is in the Lakehouse. And then after running the notebook, you can check that all the files would be here. So these are my files. Now on step two, create a Power BI report. So what we will do is we will create the new semantic model. It would be here and it will ask you what tables you need for this report. And from semantic model itself, our Power BI report would be based on the semantic model. If you make any changes, then you have to create the semantic model again. So coming to our report, Power BI report. So I created around 2 pages. One was the overview, risk overview. So on top, I added 4 cards, total customers, high risk, average, default probability, AUC score. So then I added a bar chart for recommended actions and adding slicers for wristband and what are the at the bottom I added a customer level table with ID, probability, risk band, etc. So it will tell us who is risky, why, and what actions we can take. So now in actions, so this focus was more on model performance, governance, and human review. I added cards for AUC, precision, recall, F1 score, and false negative. Added a bar chart for top risk drivers, and as you can see, I added a donut chart for human review required, and at the bottom, collection action table. Yeah. So now after this, now coming to the Streamlit app, AI Assistant. So this is my whole app. So for this, I created a new repository called Delinquency AI Assistant. I added these files. So the data was all the CSV files which we got. I uploaded 3 files over here. Then coming to the policy text files, I have around 4 files. Yeah. So then I also uploaded uh, app.py, which contains the Streamlit application code. So you guys might be having questions on what does Streamlit app, it does. So the app does the prediction, action, and monitoring CSV files. It also uh, I would say it also reads the policy documents, breaking the policy documents into chunks. Each chunk is converted into an embedding using a sentence transformer model. FAISS was used to search the most relevant policy when the user asks a question. So this is the RAG part. RAG means retrieval augmented generation. In simple words, before the assistant gives an answer, it first reaches the policy documents. It retrieves the most relevant policy evidence. This makes the answer more grounded and less generic. So, uh, so now in Streamlit, it is very simple over here. Yeah. So before that, I'll show you my application. So I have around 6 pages in which AI risk assistant is the most important one. The user can select a customer and then they can ask questions. For example, I'll show you. So let's see if it is risky or not. So it says that it is very less risky. Yeah, so the probability is like very, very high. It will give you like what are the actions recommended, what was the reason or anything. So the app combines model prediction, risk drivers, recommended action, policy context, and responsible AI checks. I also have other pages including project overview, risk dashboard, borrower lookup, policy rag search, and responsible AI evaluation. So it's very simple to deploy an app. So just go to the Streamlit. You can use the free version over here. You just have to click that you need to create an app. Now, after clicking over here, you can simply deploy a public app from GitHub. You have to select that app file and it will take a bit of time after the build finishes up. The app becomes live and with a public URL. So for me, yeah, this was my application. So in this project, we built a complete AI solution. We used Microsoft Fabric for data engineering, machine learning, MLflow, tracking, and Power BI reporting. All this can also be scheduled like using pipelines, which I did in my previous project. Then we added a Streamlit AI assistant with RAG embeddings, FAISS vector search, and responsible AI checks. So we can replace Streamlit with Fabric data agent. So this is not just a dashboard and not just a model. It completes AI decision support workflow. So yeah, that's it for today. And this was my whole project for delinquency models. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much.